Hey, what's up, you guys? DG Repair is back with another one. So this customer had a broken HDMI port, they had safe mode issues, their hard drive was messing up, their system was filthy, they had cockroaches in it, dust, all kinds of stuff. And this is just the kicker. So their eject button's broken. This is a 1215A PS4, so it's got a physical, tactile push button, not like the sensitive touch buttons on the PS4 OG 1001A and 1115A models. So the 1215A has this small detachable board. There are usually two screws that go here where my fingers are. You just pull this board right out, and under the microscope, as you're seeing, this is the actual button that you'll be installing. This is where the button is supposed to go. This is what his looks like. As you can tell, it's completely just non-functional, physically broken off. Just gonna flip it with my fingers so you can see. This is what it's supposed to look like, and this is what it looks like now. We're just gonna position it just like that over those 4 solder points, get this old one out of the way, and yeah, let's get started. So first things first, I'm gonna throw some flux on here. Let's get the new one out so we don't damage it or anything. Actually, first, you know what? I'll put a little bit of metal underneath this. I like keeping some of these handy. These are PS4 Slim power supply cover plates. They're great for doing work like this. Turn down the light a little bit. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna add some flux. Looks a little gross. This is what was already on my spatula. Alright, that works great. So now I'm gonna hit it with some solder. To make this as easy as possible, we're just gonna add a bunch of solder to these 4 points first. Remove the old part, and then we'll remove the solder before we install the new one. So yeah, this will fix your problem if you can't press your eject button or your power button on your 1215A. They both use the same buttons. Alright, so now I've got my micro tweezers. I'm going to try to work this off. There we go. Yeah, if you just heat up both sides, you're usually good to just kind of gently push it away with your soldering iron on each side and it'll come right out. Alright, so now that we've got that off, we're going to throw this old piece of junk away. Clean off our tweezers. Now, here's something they probably don't show you in other videos. These replacement switches, very important here. They've got these little nubs. I don't know why they come with these. Maybe this is a universal part and they're just trying to get rid of bulk stock. But those nubs will get in the way of your installation. Completely unnecessary. They'll push it up. They'll render it basically useless, because first go ahead, when you start to press the button on your PS4, it'll just break right off. And you'll have to replace it with another one. So here I'm just cutting these little nipples off. Easy as that. Good to go. Alright, now we can resume. Just wanted to show you guys that before we get too far into the video, in case you guys are going to click off and take a crack at it yourselves. I always recommend people to try to fix things on their own, but if you can't, I'm your guy. I've got the parts, the tools. I'm in San Diego. People ship stuff in to me all the time. Sometimes they come from as far as LA or even Vegas. Supposedly, I mean, that's what they tell me, but yeah, most common is like around San Diego or Temecula. Okay, now that that's good, I'm just going to clean it up with some alcohol so I can see what I'm working with. Okay, that's clean enough. We're just going to end up adding more flux anyway, so you don't have to clean it up too much between your installations. Just a little bit of flux. You can add as much as you want. I just know that I don't need that much for this area, so that's all I'm going to put. Okay, now I'm going to add my new button. Try to center it best you can. Too far forward and it's going to feel off. Too far to the side, it might not click correctly. This actually looks really good here. I'm going to touch it a little to the right though. Oh man. So you guys can't tell probably, but Really tiny stuff. There we go. I like that. So now we're gonna grab our solder, and we moved it. That's actually fine. I'll just move it while I'm soldering. Perfect. All right. Now I'm just going to add a little drop on each one of those corners and we're good to go. Okay, that looks good. Okay, it's great. Now I can show you guys how it's done. Thanks for watching. Now you guys know how it's done and you've seen that I can do it. If you ever had this problem, just hit me up and I'd be happy to fix it for you. Take care, you guys. Thank you.